welcome back to my channel. My apologies for being a bit later than anticipated. I was gonna do this at 6, well, I guess 5 UK time. I'll push it up by half an hour because I was running late. My apologies. Hello, big up to him, big up to Rosa as well, who's already in here. Big up everybody. Alright, so, sensationalism. You can't go without it. Look at this Igor Thiago guy. Let's talk about sensationalism. Igor Thiago, GOAT striker, coming up. Yeah, you gotta sensationalize everything. I mean, how are you gonna get clicks and views if you don't exaggerate just a little bit here and there? I guess you're not really gonna do any of that, are you? So, exaggerating just a bit, are Man City in a title race? Probably not, if I'm being honest and upfront with you, but listen, I think it's too early to say we're in a title race because, oh, Liverpool played shit for 4 games. Sure, they did. Arsenal, yes, I know. I don't think Arsenal wins shit. It's between Man City or Liverpool. But 4 games is too early to say Liverpool is fucked. And what are we now? 9 games, I believe, in the Premier League. Actually, let me check that. Yeah, we're 8 games. 8 games into the Premier League. I think that's a bit too early to come out here and say, yeah, we are winning the Premier League. Or yeah, we're in title race, yada yada. And we have had issues, even this season, which we carried over from last season. But I just want to, I'll extrapolate more on those issues as we go through the games. But I just want to go through every game until the halfway point of the year and see where are we actually at. What am I predicting? Not just Man City, but other teams as well. And, well, let's just see where we end up, I suppose. I'll quickly, by the way, talk about injuries as well. As you see here, I've got my lineup out. Tomorrow, Bruges play against Bayern München. Igor Thiago will not play for Man City, let's be honest. Come on now. Liverpool stinker and hooked against Man United. Hey, listen. Beating Man United at home isn't for everybody. It's not for Liverpool, at the very least. Isak and Wirtz are fucking shit, bruv. Yeah, I saw that the goal was disallowed. Isak and Wirtz are fucking average, bruv. 200... No. It's nearly 300 million pounds on those two alone. Nearly 300 million pounds on 2 players. And both of them are flops. Yikes. I don't think we are in a title race. I think we are in a race against time. Get to January, alright, and we win the title. It's that simple. I don't think it is, though. I don't think it is that simple, to be honest. First of all, you're assuming we do what we need to do in January, which is already an assumption to make. I'm not saying we won't, I'm just saying you're already assuming that. But Liverpool can strengthen in January too, if they need it. If we are, like, what is alright? If we are 2 points ahead, still have to play at Anfield after January, because the first game is at the Etihad. Still have to play at Anfield, so that could be 1 point behind if we lose, say. And Liverpool could strengthen if they need. I don't think it's that simple, to be honest. I think we need to be a good team. Yes, Liverpool may be shit, but if you don't capitalize on Liverpool being shit, then you end up like Arsenal. Second place to Man City twice. Boom, second place to Liverpool. We can be better than Liverpool and end up second behind Arsenal. But we don't just have to be better than Liverpool. We have to be good in our own right. So I don't think it is that simple to just say, yeah, survive until January. That might not be enough. Now, I'm not going to be too negative this stream, but I'm just saying I disagree on that, respectfully. Today, Villarreal Man City. I'm doing a watch-along, of course. The watch long is after this stream. Will probably be an hour in between because I need to eat. Shocker. Some people expect streamers to just stream like all day. Like I don't have a job and I don't need to eat or something. But like it's like, come on guys, streamers have lives too. Anyhow, well, not all streamers, but I'm just saying I do. Today, God Almighty. Almighty, sorry. Hey, they are the Almighty. They are the Almighty, but I'll need to watch more of them. Barcelona Olympiacos. I'm gonna watch Barcelona. That's gonna be a boring game, I think. Because you know what, yeah? When it's just a team getting steamrolled, it's not entertaining to watch. It needs to be some stuff happening other than just, oh, I'm gonna walk over this team. Otherwise, it's fucking boring. Anyhow, let's actually look at this fucking lineup. So this is what I think would be our lineup if we never had any injuries. But we do. Husanov is injured until the 29th. And if I peek a bit to the Premier League schedule, the 29th is... Oh, it's Swansea, is it? Yeah, I think that's the Swansea game. Yep, and Carabao Cup. So... And the same thing with Rodri, actually. So both of these guys will miss Villarreal and they'll miss Aston Villa. I don't think that's a big issue, if I'm being very honest with you guys. I mean, they can miss this game too, that's not a big issue either. I mean, I think both of these teams are gettable. But anyhow, issues with this team right now. Rodri is made of glass. What do we do when Rodri goes out? Okay, do we play Gonzalez? Maybe we play Gonzalez. Hey, that could work, guys. 1 second, I need to check if this is the imposter account. Yep, it is. And bye-bye. Sorry, I quickly had to ban this imposter account. I'm just gonna DM. This is it. Because this account is getting a bit annoying. There you go. So, hey guys, if you're gonna impersonate YouTubers, we all have each other on WhatsApp and on Twitter, so we can just DM each other. But not as stupid as you are, basically. I know you're stupid and you think we'll fall for that, but we're not. You are stupid, I am not. You would fall for stupid impersonation tactics. Anyone with half a brain would not. Yeah? We all DM each other on Twitter, WhatsApp, and you're fucking annoying. Get alive. Anyhow, moving on. If Rodri is injured, we go to this midfield, and I don't like this that much. And it's not Gonzalez per se. It's like Gonzalez needs time, Foden needs time to get back to levels, Reinders needs time, and okay, make on paper it will be like this, sure. It's not the same quality, and I think we've gotten away with it so far in the few games we've played without that midfield, but I don't think that will work against Liverpool. If we play Gonzalez, Tijani, and Foden, I don't think that works. Now, if we play Rodri, and whoever the fuck else, that probably works. Say Rodri, Foden, Gonzalez, Rodri, Foden, Tijani. That works against the top teams. Against the weaker teams, Gonzalez and Tijani, that works. But against an Arsenal, I don't think that works. Against a Liverpool, I don't think that works. Even against a Chelsea, I don't think that quite works. And Chelsea is in disarray at the moment. So I think we need all... I think we need all our midfielders to be fit. Because if Tijani goes off, by the way, who do we... I mean, I guess Rodri, Gonzalez, Foden then, but then who's on the bench? Kovacic? Sure, but he's not really gonna go forwards with the ball, is he? Our midfield is a bit thin. If you look at who I've got as the backup 10 here, I mean, you might disagree with this. I've got Bob as the backup 10. Okay, maybe you say you start Savio or Doku. Pick whoever you like. Maybe you say I'll start Doku and the backup 10 will be Sherky, and if Foden has to come off, we can bring on Sherky. But I think that this is better. So that's a bit of the issues, but it's not that big of a problem as long as everyone is fit. The real problem, in my opinion, comes... I mean, the biggest problem, in my opinion, comes here, and comes here. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I just got an answer from Liam. This is City. Yeah. Yeah, my apologies. I just informed Liam that some twat was impersonating him. My apologies. There we go. So Liam just told me, by the way, that he's not been on YouTube for the past week. So anyone who's pretending to be Liam, yeah. I mean, do people think we're stupid? Do people think streamers are stupid? If we see someone that we think is impersonating another streamer, just DM them. We won't start fighting with people because you put a mean message while impersonating someone. We're not that stupid. Weird behavior, bro. Weird behavior. Rodri got in the Hall of Fame with the Ballon d'Or in Villarreal. Did he? I don't really care about accolades like that. Like, Hall of Fame. He's in the Premier League Hall of Fame. Okay, who gives a fuck? Like, I genuinely don't care about achievements like that. People are like, oh, but he's been voted into this. Okay. I'm pretty sure Maradona wasn't inducted into the World Cup Hall of Fame until, like, decades after he retired, which is like, who cares, right? I mean, if Maradona isn't immediately getting inducted, you know it's nonsense. Yes, so what is this about an impersonator? Well, an annoying twat, basically, who just keeps going around with your account, basically. I mean, it looks exactly like your account. I've just checked if it's you, and it is. So I'll moderate you. There you go. So there's no more confusion. Beautiful. So yeah, just basically, someone going around, using your account, using your, well, not your account, but your thumbnail, your name. And he keeps going into chats, not just mine. Patrick's chats, my chat, other streamers' chats. Keeps saying outrageous stuff, keeps being a dick, basically. Very annoying. But, oh well, we move on. Anyhow, I forgot what I was talking about now. Moving on from whatever I was talking about. Our wingers don't score goals. Listen. Our wingers do not score goals. I think we know this. Savio, Doku, even Bob. They don't really score. Marmouche scores goals. Cherky, the jury is out. One of these two guys comes off. No goals from wingers. Silva, if you want to play him on the wing, no goals. So we need this guy to be fit. We need Husanov to be fit, because if Husanov is no longer fit, well, fuck the defense against any big team we play. Sure, small teams, we get away with it. Big teams, big trouble. Guardiola gets injured. I think he's basically out back 4 right now. I think Guardiola's been sublime every game he's played this season. I mean, I'm looking at 4 players here who aren't even the main guys. And I'm saying if any one of them gets injured, we're in for a tough time. So if we're talking about a title race, again, we're gonna go game by game. We have to keep all of these players fit. Half of them have already been injured at some point this season. In fact, all of them, except for Gvardiol, have already been injured this season. That's a bit problematic. And then we've not even mentioned the big guy over here. Erling Haaland, he's out of the club right now. He is out of goals. Again, we need our wingers to score goals. Because the moment Haaland blocks out, it ain't lovely, is it? I mean, Haaland doesn't have to get injured, by the way. He scored 11 games in a row. Maybe he'll score 12 games in a row. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sure, 18, 20. 20 games in a row, sure. But what about the 21st game? If nobody else than Haaland can score, he's not gonna score every game. And if he does score every game, give him the Ballon d'Or. I don't give a fuck. If we get relegated, give him the Ballon d'Or. But he's not gonna score every game, is he? I mean, it just doesn't work that way. So that's where the other guys need to fucking do something. Because guess what? Man City, without Erling Haaland's goals, I've done this before, I've went through all the games, all the goals, we would be 10th. If you just remove all of Haaland's goals, we will be 10th. Compare that with Bayern München, who is currently top of their league. If you remove every single Harry Kane goal from Bayern München, they are still first in the league. Man City drop down to 10th if you remove every Haaland goal. That is not sustainable. It is not remotely sustainable. So, yeah, you can rely on Haaland, he's our guy, but these wingers need to contribute. That's why it's so important that these guys don't get injured. In my opinion, if Gustinov is fit and playing at right back, and you have no one else available, then let's say Savio and Doku are your only fit wingers, play Nunez as a winger, because at least he can get goals. Even if he's not that great as a player, as a winger. He can get goals, which is valuable in this team right now. But that's the basic gist of the issues, I think. Let's start going through the games now. Can you send the link so I can post your account on Twitter, please? Yes, sir. I'll do that right now for you while I read the comments. It's not rocket science, Alfie. Well, I'd hope not. It's football, I'd hope. We are Haaland Football Club. With Haaland, happy days. Without Haaland, sad times even. Bro, I'll swear down, yeah? As much as I love to see Haaland scoring a hat-trick, well, he's not scored a hat-trick for City yet this season, but as much as I love to see Haaland scoring every game, it's not gonna. At some point, he's gonna stop scoring. And 80% of the club's goals so far, I mean, that's not sustainable. I mean, I talked about it 5 seconds ago. You remove every single Bundesliga goal by Harry Kane, Bayern München is still top of the league. They dropped 2 points, I believe, but they're still top of the league. You remove every single Haaland goal from Man City in the Premier League, we are 10th, I believe. We might even be lower now, because I took that statistic before the game against Everton. So, with that Everton game included, we might be even lower than 10th now. That is not sustainable. 80% of our goals, that is not sustainable. Not one player can be a lot of your goals. Sure, 50%, that's already a lot, but sure, how about 50%, right? Let's say you scored 80 goals in a season. Haaland, generational, world class, scored 40 of them. Sure. That is 50% of the goals. Right now, Haaland is 80% of our goals. Let us say Erling Haaland scores 40 goals. 40. Now, what is 100% of our goals? It's 50. You don't win a Premier League title with 50 goals all season, do you? Even if he scores 40 goals, if he continues to be that big of a piece of our pie, we will finish with 50 goals in a season. If we win the Premier League with 50 goals scored, I'm pretty sure that will be the lowest ever goal total. So it isn't sustainable. It really isn't. But to caveat that, by the way, you know what? I will caveat that. Marmoush is back and should start scoring. So there you go. I am positive, guys. I am positive. So I'll caveat that. Love how that doesn't get banned, but I got banned for nothing. Love that, YouTube. Hey, wonderful thing, isn't it? This YouTube thing. Thoughts on City at the moment? Mixed thoughts. I think we're scraping by wins. I think we don't deserve to be as high in the league as we are, but we're there, and I think that is something. If you're getting to a position, even if you don't deserve to be there, then once you click into that first gear, you just click into gear, everything starts flowing well for you, and you're already overperforming, then you win the league, basically. I think we're looking at 2021, Man City. Are you great? No. But you can stink your way to a title. You can stink your way to first place by let's say February. And then you can click into action. I think that's what we're at right now. But we're definitely not great. We're not all is fine, but everyone else is not fine either. So I guess as long as we capitalize on everyone else being mediocre, it's alright. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. No worries, big up. We need our midfielders to score more than our wingers. That's how we play. I disagree. I mean, in fact, I'll even say I think that's a bit big up, by the way, to Samir, because it's been a while since I've seen him. I think that's a bit trying to protect the wingers from you, if I'm being honest. No offense. But wingers score goals. They either score goals or assist them or both. If you get into goal-scoring positions, you need to score your goals. If you don't get into goal-scoring positions, why not? You're an attacker. Oh, you're creating 20 chances a game. Okay, fine. Fine. Or you're holding the width. Fine. As long as you have a good reason not to get into a goal-scoring position as a winger, it is fine for you not to score frequently. But our wingers, not only don't they have a good reason not to get into those positions, they actively do get into those positions. So they should be scoring. So I disagree. The wingers need to do their job. And if they don't do their job, they're not good enough. Listen. They get paid a lot of money. I believe Doku is on 70k a week. No, he's on more. I'm sure he's on more. And let's say 100k a week. I'm sure it's more, but let's just say. How many weeks are there in a month? 4.25 weeks a month. That is on average, every month, 425,000 pounds every month. Every single month. Doku earns 4.25 times more than I earn in 2 years. Every month. Now, he's more talented than I am. Great. So he deserves to be paid more because he does something that I cannot do. But that's the thing. He gets paid because he does something that I can't do. But what if there's someone else who can do things that he can't do? Well, now Doku should no longer be getting that pay. Now that pay should be going to the better guy. You see what I mean? And I'm just taking Doku as an example, by the way. It can be Savio, it can be Bob, it can be Haaland. There's someone better out there, and we can get them, and he just suits us. Why would you not? If they don't do their job to the level they're paid at, what's the excuse? At the end of the day, it's a job. Is it a difficult job? Yes. That's why I don't do it, because I'm not good enough. That's why you don't do it, because you're not good enough. But they are paid to do it, so they should do it at an adequate level. So, no, I disagree. You get into those positions, you should score some chances at least. Right now, not happening. Barcelona is 1-0 up. There you go, lasted long. Smash the likes, yes sir. Red Cards Buffles. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. Buffles? Where's Buffles playing? 1 second. I thought they played tomorrow. Oh, Buffles is playing against Skylat. I'll bet that's a fucking boring game. I'll bet that's one of the most boring games you'll watch all year if you watch that. Thoughts on Villarreal? Any good? I've not watched La Liga this season, but they were banging last year. But they did lose Barry, so they did lose their best striker. Fermin Lopez with the goal for Barcelona. Today, PSV, Napoli. Noah Lang and Kevin De Bruyne are playing. Hey, I need PSV to lose with a Noah Lang goal. We will be there. Prediction Union Inter Milan. I mean, we both know how that's going, Wim. We both know. We both know what's happening there. Union is getting smashed. Anyhow. Leeds will lose because they're shit. Actually, Leeds are probably doing better right now, actually. Let me grab the Premier League table as well, because I think Leeds are actually doing better than West Ham, yeah. Hey, fuck West Ham. Fuck the Hammers. They lost Kudus. Hey, maybe it was Kudus all along. Fuck Chelsea. It's at Stamford Bridge. They're not gonna lose at Stamford Bridge, let's be honest. Not to Sunderland. Newcastle, Fulham. I should zoom in, by the way. Make this more readable for you guys. Newcastle haven't been that good either this season, but I think at home, I think they're getting their stuff together, by the way. Woltemade looks very good for them. Not really sure how Fulham strengthened, if at all. So I'll just say Newcastle with a win. I mean, we don't talk about this one. There you go. Oh, I've got... Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Brentford, Liverpool. That's the first interesting one. My guy. My guy. Guys. Come on. They're not going to show it. I'm trying to find a specific picture of Thiago. Trophy left 23. I'm trying to find a specific picture of Igor Thiago here, but I can't find it. Of course I can't. Anyhow, imagine this, but Igor Thiago. I should have had that picture prepared. Guys, Igor Thiago. He scores goals. Oh, but he's not a great player. I heard people say already. He scores goals. Hey, we've been talking about great players. Alexander Isak. Gyökeres, great players. We do not care. Scored a goal. You know who scored a goal? Igor Thiago. Brentford, Liverpool at Brentford. Brentford is moving great right now. Igor Thiago is in form. I'm saying 1-1. Igor Thiago dunks on Liverpool. That is more hopium than any reason, I know, but here we are. Denjum Buchanan, ex-Bruges, is now at Villarreal. I'm aware of that. Yeah, but fuck Man United. Would you start Sherky today? I would start him if he is fit enough. I mean, if he's not fit enough, don't start him. But if he is fit enough, start him. Basically, just depends on his fitness for me. But yeah, it depends. Nottingham Forest, by the way, sacked Ange Postecoglou. That took long. John Dice is shit though, so we move. Crystal Palace, well, not too much. Wolves is actually tragic. And I think Tottenham can beat Everton. Aston Villa, Man City. Of course, I'm going to focus more on Man City than on the other clubs. Listen. Aston Villa have been shit all season. They're about to play Man City. And they're back alive. I mean, talk about typical. Shit all season. They're about to play Man City. They figured out how to play football just in time. Just in time, 1 game spared. They're playing good again. But I do not care. Because we can go to Aston Villa and just counter them. Because I feel like a lot of these clubs right now, they respect us, but they don't fear us. You know what I mean? Nobody is talking about us in the terms of a title race. People respect us, we're not getting clowned on anymore. They don't fear us. Aston Villa does not fear us. If they come out a bit, press us a bit, leave a bit of space in behind, 1, 2 good balls in behind for Haaland, like what we saw with Brentford, by the way, or Monaco. They are pressing up against Man City. Ball to Haaland, and we are. And we're eating dinner. We are eating good. I think Aston Villa also, they're just not very good right now. I don't know if this is arrogant, but I actually think we'll trash them. They're just not very good this season, to be honest. Yeah, they played 1 good game. But, come on. Come on now. So, where does that take us? That takes us 3 points behind. What the fuck? Bournemouth to? Wait a minute. Hey, Bournemouth is 3rd right now. Shit, 3rd. Damn. And they've got the same goals scored, goals against, and goal difference. What happens? What happens if the 2 first teams in the league have a shared goal difference, same amount as goals scored and same amount of goals conceded? What happens then? Like if everything is the same. Is it like fair play or something? What's the tiebreaker at that point? That's actually, I'm actually curious about that. But anyhow, Bournemouth 3rd. They're massive right now, aren't they? I mean, Brighton will smash Leeds, let's be honest. Crystal Palace, Brentford, I think will be interesting. Arsenal will dispatch Burnley easily enough. I mean, I'd hope for them. Fulham, yeah, Wolves. There you go. 1-1-5, there you go, beautiful. I'm gonna do all these scores with Man United, that's 1-1-5. But like either 1-1-5 if it's like at home, or 1-1-5. That's how I'm gonna do these. Tottenham Chelsea is interesting actually. I think Tottenham are underrated right now. But I don't think they're great either. I think you can say much the same about Chelsea. In fact, you could say about Chelsea that they're a bit overrated at this point, to be honest. I think Tottenham's problem, though, is they don't play Brennan Johnson because he's shit. But Brennan Johnson is the only one who can score. So if they don't play him, they don't score. And in a big game like a derby, you need someone to score. If Brennan Johnson doesn't play, I think Chelsea win that. But I don't think it's going to be easy for them. Liverpool at At Anfield, I mean, against Aston Villa, I think they'll win. Again, Aston Villa not been great this season. Yeah, one good game, but they're not gonna keep it up. Liverpool have to bounce back at some point, so I'll say here you go. Here you go. Yeah. West Ham, your shit. Bournemouth, by the way, Sunderland to win. 1-0, Sadiki will score. That is what we go for against Everton. Bournemouth is also interesting, I think, because Bournemouth is one of the teams that's going to sit back more against us. You've got teams who are going to be more willing to come forwards, like Aston Villa. Bournemouth, I don't think will be willing to do that. They'll sit back, especially at Etihad, they'll sit back. They'll be a bit scared, they'll be a bit cowardly. They'll hit us on the counter, and then breaking down a deep block. How well do we do it? We have won most of our games, so I guess we do it fine, but again, Haaland and Prey. This is the game. This is one of the games that I think we don't score actually, because but I think Haaland doesn't score because I mean it's just everything is right. They're gonna sit deep. Haaland has scored for like 8 games in a row at this point, 8 Premier League games in a row. We're in good for. At some point, Haaland has to stop scoring. I think this is the game where he doesn't score. So then the question is, Marmoush, Cherki, Foden, Tijani, O'Reilly even, or Aitnouri if he's fit, Rodri if he's fit, Doku, Savio, whoever. Can we get a goal that is not Erling Haaland? And I think we need more than 1 goal, because I think Bournemouth will score. Bournemouth on the counter, something. And by the way, I got clowned for this, by the way. I said I wanted Semenyo. I said I believe it was on Blue Friday show. In the summer, on Blue Friday show, I believe, I said I want Semenyo. And I got fucking clowned on. Oh, you don't know ball. Semenyo is shit. Yada yada. Brother, Semenyo has scored the same amount of Premier League goals in 8 games as Doku has in his Premier League career. But I got clowned on for saying I want Semenyo. Fucking nonsense, by the way. Semenyo will score against us. The question is, can Doku and Go score 4? Again, I think Haaland doesn't score in this Bournemouth game. But Mush, this is the moment where you prove that that you actually can score when Haaland is not on it. Bournemouth drop out of the top 4. Sad days. Hey, this is close, to be fair. There's I'll say this top 6 is pretty close. That's only 7 points between 6th and 3rd. So far, no one's really been exceptional, have they? Realistically, we should trash Bournemouth at home. They aren't that good. They aren't that good. Rosa. If you exclude Haaland, the top scorer in the Premier League is from Bournemouth. I'm pretty sure they're 4th right now in the league. They're 3rd. They're 3rd in the league right now. Shit, 3rd. They are very good. They're very good. They are very good right now, though. So that makes... So, by the way, I'm predicting us to win. But a thrashing? No, I don't think it will be a thrashing. I think they're gonna frustrate us. Because they are very good defensively. Listen, if you're good defensively and you can score on a counter, you can beat pretty much anyone. The question... I mean, anyone who plays and presses up against you. The question is, can you do it consistently? That's the question, but I think they're very good right now, Bournemouth. Tottenham, I mean, we know how this one goes. Where is Man United's goal difference so far? Minus 21. I think that can go a bit. That can get lower, don't you think? But yeah, Man United is gonna lose 1-1-5. Beautiful. Everton, Fulham. You know what? I feel a draw. I feel a draw in that game. Why not? West Ham, Burnley. Ooh, that's the topper of shit. Well, I've let West Ham lose a bunch of games, so let me give West Ham a break here. Sunderland, Arsenal. Granit Xhaka Derby. Hey, listen. I've done the hype for Sunderland. I have been Sunderland's hype man this season. This is the moment. Guys, this is the moment. Granit Xhaka. Game of the season. Sadiki. Do Sadiki stuff. Piss off the Arsenal players. Piss off the pussies. Dalby. The guy who disappears all season, but then scores a goal against Atalanta. This guy is Arsenal. Both start with an A, actually, so there you go. And both contain an L. What a coincidence. This is the moment. Sunderland. 1-1. 1-1, guys. Sunderland is going to stink it out of the gaff. You know, Sunderland is going to stink it out of the gaff against them. They're going to just put in the game of their lives. Xhaka, you'll never have seen this guy this motivated. Man was at Arsenal for years. The only thing he won was fucking FA Cups. They said, nah, you're not good enough. The Invincible team fucked him off. And he went invincible with Leverkusen. He's coming back with a vengeance, bro. Yeah. That should be pretty straightforward. Aston Villa, Bournemouth. Just go, by the way, Rosa says here about Bournemouth. Just good for, not class. True. You can argue that they're just in good form and that they're not actually that good. But the fact is, right now, they are. You see a lot of teams. They start good and they end poor, right? It happens every season. At least one team in the Premier League. But I do think they're actually good because I'd rate their manager. I'd rate their manager. So I don't think it's good for them. I think they're actually a good team. But I mean, Aston Villa has to start winning at some point. So, I'll give the win here. Yeah, that's gonna be a draw. I think that's gonna be a tight game here. Fuck Newcastle. Go, Igor. Go, Igor. Nah, that's gonna be a draw. Igor Thiago, Nick Woltemade, goals. Two strikers I was hyping up in the summer. Well, I was hyping up Igor Thiago not this summer, but the summer before that, so not quite the same. Forest. Sean Dyche. He will get them, he will heal them. He will heal them. The biggest game. Man City, Liverpool. Easily the biggest game in the title race, I think. And that we're gonna cover because we're only going until January. We're going until 19 games. I know that the 20th game is in December as well, but we're going until 19 games because that's the halfway point of the season. That's the biggest game left for us in the Premier League. Liverpool, right now, absolutely trash. But Liverpool, it's not going to stay trash. Listen, you don't lose 4 games in a row after starting the season well and then continue to be shit. You don't do that. Man City did that once. We went 1 win in 13. But the difference is they have players who can take over. What do I mean? Salah is kind of looking washed. Drop Salah. Hey, there you go. You put Ekitike up front. You put Isak on the right. You put Gakpo on the left. Oh, fuck. You put Frimpong on the right. You drop Isak. Fuck Isak. He's shit, mate. Alexander Isak is shit. People didn't want to believe me when I said, oh, he's an average striker, but he runs in behind. Now they'll believe me. You play Gakpo, Isak, not Isak. You play Gakpo, Ekitike, and Frimpong as your front three. Gravenberg in midfield already works. McAllister is their best midfielder. Now it's Bosley on top of that. I guess you need Bosley to play right back though. I guess that's where their problem comes in. They have a very weak defense. But if they can compensate that defense somehow, I guess you play... I guess you'd have to play with 3 center backs, really. Van Dijk, Konate, Endo. And then you put Szoboszlai in midfield, and on the left you have Milos Kerkez. That's a solid team. Is it great? No. But it's not a terrible team. But they have to make the big decision to drop Salah. That's what they need to do. But they have the players there who can play if Salah is dropped. The only thing is their back forward becomes a bit wobbly. But that's fine because they have a better goalkeeper than Man City did in their 1-13. Alisson is better than Ederson. We're not gonna argue about that after seeing how much our shot stopper has changed us as a club. Right now, if we go with 4, this is a thrashing. Of 4, this is 7-1. But as they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. Erling Haaland. Talk about permanent. If Erling Haaland wants to break Jamie Vardy's record, let's go through it. Let's go through it. Jamie Vardy's record. Scored in 11 consecutive Premier League games. That's the record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, assuming he scores against Bournemouth, which I already said I don't think he will. 9. And then only Leeds, Newcastle, and Fulham stand between you and breaking that record. Hey, big moments call for the big players. Marmoush, Foden. These are the guys, I mean, more so Foden than Marmoush. These are the guys who have been struggling. Big moments. Show us what you are. Marmoush. We know you can score goals. If this is a flimsy Liverpool team in defense right now, score a few. Yeah, they can score, but we can outscore them. I think if we're playing Liverpool at the Etihad, that's how we should be treating this game, to be honest. Because we just went through it, right? Their team, if they have the balls to drop Salah. And if they don't drop Salah, they will struggle attacking-wise. Because Mo Salah is looking washed. He was already looking washed at the end of last season. But now he's actually properly looking, starting to look washed. Now you can accommodate him, of course you can. But first you need to figure out how. And what do you sacrifice to accommodate Salah? So I'll go with 4-3. We are winning at the Etihad. This Liverpool team isn't doing a thing at the Etihad. I mean, I just predicted a win at the Etihad as well. If we win this game, this is the biggest game, I think, until the halfway point. If we win this game, I mean, then it's all in our hands, because we're gonna beat Newcastle. Fuck them lot. Arsenal will drop points somewhere. Fuck you, Chelsea. Let's be serious here. Arsenal is gonna drop points somewhere. Yeah, Liverpool should win that. Whenever Arsenal drop points, if we beat Liverpool and Newcastle. By the way, this is a better Spurs team. We beat those two, then we're going to be on top by halfway, because we're not losing to Leeds. We are not losing to Leeds. This is a prime game for Arsenal to drop points. Let's be honest. This is a prime game for Arsenal to drop points. Bam. We are top of the league. Now, we still have to play against Fulham. Away. Tough game. Still have to play against Sunderland at home. That's going to be tough. Don't underestimate Sunderland. We still have to play Crystal Palace. Away. Crystal Palace, our boogie team. We still have to play against West Ham. I mean, let's not do that here. We still have to play against Nottingham Forest, who by that point under Sean Dyche should be a lot better than what they are now. And we play Sunderland again. This time away at Stadium of Light. I'm not sure why we play them twice in 1 month, but okay. Have it your way, I suppose. Every single game I just went through, after assuming we beat Liverpool and we beat Newcastle, which I think we can, every single game I went through, I think we win those games, but we need 3 things. Our back 3, back 4, I'll say back 3 because our left back pushes up. Our back 4 needs to be on point. O'Reilly, Ait-Nouri, both fine. Heck, I'd say Lewis is even fine at left back. Because Gvardiol will help. And that's why we need the back 3. Gvardiol, Diaz, Husnov. Solid back 3, don't let anything in. Whatever does get through, but not getting past Donnarumma. That is one. That is the one thing we need. Second thing we need, goals other than Haaland. If it's just Haaland scoring the goals, give up. If your only goal scorer is Erling Haaland, I mean, you know what? Let's do the maths on this. Let me share my screen. Actually, no, let's not do that. I won't dox myself. Let me share the screen once I am able to. There we go. That is a bit better. Fuck off. But I hate when Google spreadsheets keeps popping up things. It fucking annoys me. It's such a petty thing as well, I know, but it's so annoying. Like you know when you're working with Google spreadsheets and it keeps bringing up like the clip thing, the what's it called? Do you want to turn this into a clip? No, if I wanted to do that, I'd have done that already. Very annoying. Basically. First world problems. Basically. Anyhow. Let's do the numbers. Man City. Oh. Man City has scored 17 Premier League goals. Two of them are own goals. Now I'm going to remove the own goals because we didn't really score them. The rest is between Haaland, who's got 11. And the rest of the team, who has 4. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this. You probably can't see shit. Let me make that a bit bigger. There we go. Boss, that's what she said. Yeah. You should be able to see that now. So, We want to know the percentage of each of these things. Okay, let's do the percentages. I mean, 17 divided by 17 multiplied by 100. You'll never guess. You will never guess. Oh my god, really? There you go. So these are the percentages. After one decimal is okay. How do you do that again? You can tell I've not used it. Yeah, in percent. No. How do you fucking use it? Number. Sure, there we go. There we go. That's a lot better. So these are the percentages. Right now of contributions. Total goals. Now, I'm going to remove own goals from this as well. So if we remove own goals, then Haaland is gonna be 73%. 73% of our goals. Erling Haaland, 73% of our goals. Talk about sustainable. Talk about sustainable. Let's assume Haaland scores 40 goals. Haaland scores 40 goals. 73% of our goals. It's those 40 by Haaland. Okay, let's assume that. How many goals does Man City score then? I mean, round it up. 55 goals. Man City scores 55 goals. All Premier League season. Assuming Haaland scores 40 goals. With the current rate it's going at right now. We will score 55 goals in a full season. What is the least amount of goals scored by a Premier League champion? $67 goals. The least amount of goals scored by a Premier League champion is 67. If Erling Haaland continues to be 73% of Man City's Premier League goals, and he scores 40 goals, Man City scores 55 goals. By the way, that's rounded up. That is rounded up. And the lowest amount of goals scored by a champion has been 67. This is... no. No. This does not work. We need to get goals from other sources. It's all nice. Yay. Yay. Haaland scores every game. Until he doesn't. Are we gonna win every game 1-0? I mean, if Haaland scores now, every single game, 1 goal, until the end of the season, and we win 1-0 every game, yay, that's not gonna happen. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. This is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. So, that is the biggest issue for me. That is the single biggest issue for me that we need to fix. Other than right back, but we've got a temporary solution for right back in Husanov. We need to get goals other than Haaland. We need to get a goal. I'll say you, as if you're a player or you're the manager. Hello, Pepper, by the way, if you're watching. I'll see it's an advertisement rolling in, by the way, so I'll let that pass. We can't just keep relying on Haaland. We need the wingers to score. And if you want to say the midfielders need to score, not the wingers, sure. But then the midfielders need to. You can just push the blame, and if I say the wingers need to score, then someone will say, oh, the midfielders need to score. And if I say the midfielders need to score, someone will say, well, the wingers need to score. Someone needs to score, and it can't keep being Haaland. If it keeps being Haaland, forget about a league title. Forget about it. Defense, with Donnarumma in charge, looks fine. Goalkeepers rarely get injured, so I assume he'll be fit all season. And if he's not, Trafford is still decent. But defense won't be as sharp anymore. I mean, it's Haaland. Basically, it's Haaland. Get the goals other than Haaland. Yeah, midfield can do this and that, but at the end of the day, it's goals. Midfield isn't perfect, but when we're talking will we win this game, we're not talking about midfield. We're talking about will Haaland score. And it needs to go from will Man City to will Haaland score to will Man City score. We can't be the will Haaland score club. We need to score on our own merits, not just Haaland. Barcelona. Oh, I clicked that away. Barcelona 2-0. Fermin Lopez again. Bad. Let me check here right now. Barcelona 2-0 Olympiacos. I bet that's a fucking boring ass game. Most of these games are probably boring right now. I think Man City Villarreal will actually be a good game, to be honest. We're gonna have one of the better games in Champions League. Newcastle, Benfica, that's gonna be boring. All these games are boring as fuck. PSV against Napoli. PSV Napoli should be good. Leverkusen PSG should be good. Union Inter, that's boring. Copenhagen Dortmund, hey, that should be good. Villarreal Man City. As I said earlier, that should be one of the better games. And is that the last game of today? No, Arsenal Atletico. Oi, Arsenal Atletico Madrid. Yo, talk about a fucking stinkfest, bruv. That is gonna be the unholiest game ever. You want to talk about dark arts, bro? Oh, that is double dark arts. Anyhow. Let's just round up on here. We will round up now. Let's just quickly look at where I've put ourselves. I have put Man City top of the league after 13 games with big caveats. Big caveat. We must keep Haaland fit. We must rely on Haaland because he's our best player. We must play to Haaland because he's our best player. But we must also score without Haaland. Wingers, midfielders, dogs. I don't give a fuck who you say, who you want to shift the burden onto. Just someone has to score, other than Haaland. Our defense has to keep fit, because the moment one of those three centre backs, Husanov, Guardiol, Diaz, go out injured, it's not as good looking. And maybe the minor issue of midfield has to midfield. But honestly, we can kind of circumvent midfield right now by a good long ball. Which is actually kind of wonderful. We don't have to stress about midfield as much. As long as midfield is solid. Tijani is solid. Even Foden has been solid defensively. Gonzalez, Rodri, both been solid defensively. So as long as our midfield defends solidly, I think we're mostly fine for now, while the other teams in the league are not playing well either. And we're gonna improve that. I have no doubt midfield is gonna improve with every game. I have no doubt in that. So that's why midfield isn't that big of a concern to me. It's the defense. It's keep Haaland fit, keep Haaland in form, play to Haaland, and goals from wingers. And Donnarumma, stay fit of course, but I'll leave it there. It's Man City in a title race, basically, to answer my thumbnail. Prediction for today, I'll go Man City to win. Man City 3-1. Villarreal. Or 1-3, I guess it will be. That will be my prediction. Man City 1-3 Villarreal. So, it's Man City in a title race. I think we're... you know what? Rosal said it earlier. Rosal said we're on a race against time until January. I don't quite think that's accurate. I think we're more so just waiting until January to see what happens. If we're there, we're there. If we're not there, we're not there. Listen, it is what it is. Win me the Carabao Cup and I'm happy. Listen, Carabao Cup, top 4, I'm happy for this. I wasn't expecting to win the league title anyhow. But if 1st of January, we are there, best believe, Man City in a title race, it's inevitable. Man City in a title race, guys, it's inevitable. That's why we've got 4 in a row. And Arsenal is about to 4-beat 2nd place. You know what is lovely, by the way? Arsenal is about to 4-beat 2nd place. We talk of a 4-beat winning the Premier League. They're about to 4-beat 2nd place. No one has ever done that in Premier League history. One club has 3-beated 2nd place. They've done it twice. It's Arsenal, of course. No club has 4-beated 2nd place in the Premier League. Arsenal, you have something coming for you. It's gonna be wonderful. Everyone is waiting. But I have to go, so I'll leave it there. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm doing a Man City watch long. Villarreal today, so I'll see you guys there in about an hour and a half. Bye.